I was fortunate enough to be part of to be participating in the Leadership Excellence Program, where we call LEP in short. And through that program, we got to attend workshops conducted by external trainers, which really provided a group of us with a very holistic development and opportunities to actually hone our interpersonal as well as communication skills. So through that program, we also got the opportunity to actually put what we learned to the test. And with a strong support from the school, a group of us actually kickstarted the inaugural MSE Overseas Community Involvement Program, where we actually gathered a group of like-minded individuals from the school to actually plan out this outreach program to both Singapore as well as kids from Cambodia. I also got the opportunity to participate in the Sino-Singapore University Exchange as a representative from MSE. And through that, we actually embarked on a 2-week exchange program to China. And it really broadened my perspective of the world through this culture and language immersion, and actually gave me an early insight to how interconnected the world is, even in the corporate environment.
I joined a lot of activities as well as CCAs, whether it's internally in MSE or outside MSE. So I joined MSE Club for 2 years. I also joined the Leadership Excellence Program held by the School of MSE from my first until my 4th year. I also joined several other external CCAs such as Conjoint Consulting and also Investment Interactive Club. And besides the CCA activities that kept me busy, I also joined a lot of external competitions that's held by several external companies such as Samsung, P&G, Schneider Electric, which I received a lot of support, whether it's financially or whether it is support from the faculty on the inputs of my competition. So I think that's my activities. I think the most memorable experience was when I was chosen as the delegate for Vatican Youth Symposium. So I think MSE as well as NTU really supported me in being chosen as a delegate, as well as really supported me to go there, whether it is financially or whether it is helping me fine-tune my solution, which I used as the submission before I joined the symposium itself. I think it was really the most memorable experience for me because I get to not only visit the Vatican, but also to meet other delegates around the world who shared different sustainable development goals solution, which is very eye-opening to me, and it's a very unique experience, I would say.
My undergrad, I kind of had a bit of a stage fright. So the Leadership Excellence Program actually kind of pushed me to speak up. So not to say that I fully conquered my stage fright, but the Leadership Excellence Program actually kind of pushed me to the position where I had to lead and speak up, and that really kind of helped me now, where I have to speak at quite a lot of conferences and even try to lead some of my members. So that was quite fundamental. But I think what set me on this path of research is really the undergrad research experience. So before starting university, I had no knowledge, no experience, no encounters in research. So I never really had that taste of what it is about. But I think having the opportunity to even try to get my hands dirty in research, it kind of created that thrill of wanting to know more, wanting to be the first person to kind of discover something new that no one has ever had. And so I kind of chased that passion and interest to where I am now, and hopefully I'll be able to chase it further after my PhD or so.
For me and my family, it was actually challenging on 2 fronts. One being medically and financially. So before I actually got matriculated into NTU MSE, I was diagnosed with a malignant duodenal tumor. So it actually meant that I had to take a 1 year long leave of absence with constant follow-up to ensure that there is no recurrence. So the other aspect financially is that sometime before I was diagnosed, my dad was actually retrenched from his role as an engineering supervisor, and he took up driving a taxi to tide things over while he's job hunting. However, because of my condition, he rejected other permanent job roles so that he could ferry me to school and fetch me whenever I was feeling unwell. Even till now, he's doing this because of this worry. And while my dad's CPF and Mendaki study loan actually helped to pay for the tuition fees at NTU MSE, with the additional expenses covered by the NTU bursary and the LBKM merit scholarship, there was really not a lot left over for experiential learning. But thankfully, with the Maja Memorial Fund bursary, I was able to travel overseas to attend conferences and student exchanges during my undergraduate studies. So I would say that these trips have enriched me on several fronts. Not only do I get to meet and greet people from diverse backgrounds and cultures, but I was also able to learn from the brightest in the fields at conferences. Simply put, the bursary has allowed me to expand my horizons, enhance my self-awareness, and boost my self-confidence. Although to some, the quantum of the bursary is actually not a lot, but for me, it's actually priceless because there is no price tag that I can put to the opportunities and experiences that I obtain from the bursary. Honestly, the thought of doing PhD never really crossed my mind. However, after attending the lectures by the MSE professors and the other professors and speakers at conferences, as well as my own personal experience running research during my undergraduate studies, I was a little bit inspired, and I thought it would be really fulfilling if I could contribute towards making a difference in the world through scientific innovation. I mean, it's actually quite cool to be a scientist. And unlike conventional knowledge that we see in textbooks, research really is ever-changing, which is quite thrilling in a sense because it is the nature of research whereby we actually are at the forefronts of knowledge creation. And delving into the unknown and pushing the boundaries of knowledge truly is what research is all about. And personally, being in MSE, surrounded by many of these faculty members who are very passionate about their work that they do, how can I not be inspired?